and a long time gave me enough space to reflect on it, to any situation, to integrate and to find my inner truth. What I need to change, where I need to adapt, what I need to accept, where I go from that point, etc. So I lived on my own for over 25 years, and wow, what's a ride, you know? I went through so many different stages. At the beginning it wasn't my choice, and that was the hardest part. I was with no friends, no family, no speaking English when I arrived 25 years ago in Australia, and through all the challenges and turmoil borders when I started, it was top of everything, loneliness and experiencing all spectrum of emotions. So at the beginning, as a first stage, being alone is not fun. Far from that, it's not even easy, it's not joyful, but bear with me, I take you through the process, and perhaps you may find how beneficial it is to every one of us to spend as much time as we can on our own. And so yeah, going through emotional stages when all the fears and all the self-doubt and self-criticism and judgment arise. But then I was feeling blessed with knowing that even then that arts and creativity will take me, will quiet my mind at least. So at the beginning, the purpose of my creating was only to quiet my chattery mind and not to listen and not myself, my thought. Further down, after years and thousands and tens and hundreds of thousands of the hours spent in solitude, more and more I adapt and I start to accept that I'm alone, but conditionally in believe that sooner or later I will find my partner, lifetime love, fairy tale story, and we will live happily ever after. As you all know, majority of us go through that stage, and the majority of us stay there. Doesn't matter couple or single. But well, I'm one of those who managed to rise above even that. So from that stage I went through kind of varia stage. Like I was so shielded. I didn't let anyone come through. My heart was totally locked, blocked and reserved only for special few people. And that phase gave me a lot of confidence, but that confidence was a kind of fake confidence. It was like masculine energy where control is involved, when physical aggression sometimes. I remember those years when I was embracing my masculine energy, being to myself brother and partner and father and anyone in the masculine figure. So I adopt masculinity more than femininity, and I didn't notice even that. I mean, it's brought to my attention, but I didn't want to look at it. I wasn't ready to open my heart. So in that stage, I challenge everyone, including myself, to the max, which didn't go well either. I put myself in a lot of troubling situations, which as well serves me in so many ways. Otherwise, for example, I wouldn't speak to you right now if I didn't go through that. And every phase lasted different, and they overlapped each other. So after that stage, actually it's happened a huge leap of faith that I took going into neuro-linguistic programming study, which was exactly 10 years till this September ago, 10 years ago. And a lot of other healing techniques, alternative and quantum physics and you name it. From that point, my awareness just opened up. I start to look at myself differently. I start to observe those things I've been taught through the studies and by learning from others. However, I didn't live them, so it took me a while, probably few years, before I start to experience and live that process in being on my own, how I should speak to myself, how I should treat myself, how I should treat others. Well, that point brings me to very, very crucial moment in my entire life, which is when I realized, I was 43 then, I realized in 43 that I need to love myself. Never taught me, nobody, no my mother, no my father. It wasn't in our language, it wasn't in our vocabulary, okay? And I'm not blaming them at all, that's how much they knew, but I was 43 years of age when I heard we should love ourselves first before we can love anyone else, or that we have to love ourselves at all. Well, the real inner work started then. So all those years prior to that, I can't consider anymore as a learning curve, although it is technically, because I was always seeker and learning. But the crucial leap of faith and breakthrough and that shift in my brain, it happened there, one of them, but this is really big one. So from that point, so 10 years ago, I was consciously observing my own thought, my own feelings, my body, the way I express myself, the way I communicate, the way I approach people, the way I speak to my clients, the way I speak to the stranger on the street, everything. So I'm not saying I was 100% aware at every moment in any time at the beginning, but the more I was working on it, the more I expand my awareness, and a long time gave me enough space to reflect on it, to any situation, to integrate and to find my inner truth, what I need to change, where I need to adapt, what I need to accept, where I go from that point, etc. So let's go back to the being alone and how it serves me specifically. Okay, now, so in that period of time when I become observer, that expand to that much that I consciously could shift, recognize in a split of the second where I am not loving myself, and instantly shift. So from then to now is huge difference. Okay, what is the blessing of me being alone without interaction from the partner, from the family, from not many friends either? The blessings in it is obvious. Self-growth, expansion, and dedicating, perhaps somebody will say it's selfish, dedicating all my free time to create and co-create myself from the scratch. It can be from the scratch, but you know what I mean. So I get that opportunity to spend my time really digging to the DNA of who I am and work on it, which is so much harder when we have a family to take care, partners that influences us in our decisions and choices. And while saying that, I have I'm not saying leave you far from that, leave your partner and be alone. No, I'm just saying that being alone is such a important state of being that no matter how big family we have to take care of ourselves, if we don't give time to our solitude, to our selves, we won't be, simple as cliche as it sounds, we won't be good to others, yeah? But it's beyond being good to others, it's beyond being you know what I mean? It's beyond that word, being good to others and loving others. It's also, it's more to do with the soul part, that part of ourselves that is not that obvious, that is not that easy to discover in half an hour morning meditation. You see, I personally, I feel that even though my big chunk of about 4 decades, nearly 4 decades, was very traumatic in my life, but I see the blessings and why I am meant to be exactly as I am, to be capable and able to deal with all this and recover from all those trauma and post-traumatic stress disorder and addictions and victimhood mindset and child abuse, you name it, okay? I seen it all is not all. There is always something I didn't see, but I seen a lot and experienced a lot myself. So if I wasn't on my own and having all this time for myself, to heal myself, to re-co-create myself, I probably wouldn't be alive. And why I can't stress enough being on our own, extensive time, even take a holiday on your own, go for a weekend on your own. I hope some percentage of you out there have partners who would as much love to be on their own as you do, and invest in that soul path. Invest in your deep core essence of who you are, and find out what's stopping you from being fully expressing fully your authenticity, from being fully in love with yourself. I don't want to go into unconditional love. Somehow I'm questioning that word, unconditional love. For a long time I believed in it, but I'm questioning because, I don't know, even our mothers and fathers, if we kill one of their siblings or cut their both legs, are they really still love us? Come on. I don't know. I don't want to go in there. But yeah, that's my message. Ultimate benefit of being on your own is your soul search, is your true essence of who you are. It takes far more years in a partnership to do so. But if you take a week for yourself, or whatever extended time than usually, and really dedicate that time for your inner personal deep work, well, you have to do it to find out for yourself. And this is why I'm sharing here, because I went through and I know everything is possible, as you know, but considering our issue in this time and space usually is either time or money, in this case probably more time than the money, so invest some more time, extra time, and dive deep into yourself. So I will leave it to that. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Much love from Loveritas.